Now, your book, can you just talk us through a little bit about what's in here and how this book has actually come to pass?
Well, it was interesting because in the book of Daniel, it talks about these guys did a 10-day, it's partial fast, but eating fruit and vegetables, really.
Yep.
And in those 10 days, they tested out to be fantastically healthy. And I was thinking, that's what I was doing that before in my clinic, it's kind of gelled.
Yeah.
So I just pursued that thought. And then I went back into practice because the thought was helping so many people and the book was helping so many people.
Wow.
So I actually went back into clinical practice where I wasn't going to.
And with parents, what are some of the key tips that you would tell them with their children?
The younger the kids are, the easier it is to get them to eat right, isn't it?
Yeah.
But once they get a bit older, it gets a bit harder. I understand that. But you just have to look at the children in the street. They're drinking Coke. They're not eating breakfast. They're having chopped milk for breakfast, things like that. I mean, that's causing a lot of the children, like ADHD, the common link there is sugar and just bad dieting, eating. So the parents really have to start to implement and realise why we should eat the good foods, because it makes so much difference. And how I put it is that if we know, our grandmother tells us to eat your greens, so fair enough. But why do we eat those?
Yeah.
See, and every food that's grown naturally, every colour, every taste has hundreds and thousands of compounds and nutrients, and all these things. Like carrots have, beta-carotene, which helps prevent cancer. Asparagus helps prevent cancer. Beetroot. And then for women's health, there's all these issues of the cruciferous family of foods.
Meaning
the broccoli and the cabbage and the spinach and the Brussels sprouts.
Fantastic.
They will have protective plant hormones in them. So if you eat them, it not only keeps your hormones right, but it prevents cancer and other illnesses. So it's all sewn into our food. So if we realise every time we eat a Brussels sprout, it's going to be doing some real good stuff, then you can encourage your children and yourself first, I suppose, to set the example, to eat all these lovely foods.
Are there no foods? Are there good foods, bad foods? Talk us through that.
Yes, there's the good foods and the bad foods. So it's not grey, it's black and white.
Okay.
But the good food, how I put it, is the good foods is anything that's grown naturally, like the fruits, the vegetables, seeds, and nuts, and legumes and all that come into that. That should be our stable, basic 75% diet. The bad foods, I suppose, would be all the processed and chemicalised food that's just rampant, because most people, I won't include myself there too much, but most people just eat too many packet. Every time you open a packet or a tin or a TV snack, it's just all bad, and especially with the plastics on foods, and they stick them in the microwave. Well, that plastic is so toxic, it just causes a lot of people's health issues.
What about carbs? Where do you fit on carbs?
This is the secret to losing weight, really. Every time...
Everybody, listen. This is the secret to losing weight.
That's right. See, you've got fat. We've got fat stuck all over us. If you want to get that fat to actually get eliminated out of your system, every time you're eating a sugar or a carbohydrate, your body actually uses that for energy first. So there's two energies, the carbs and the sugar, and then you've got the fat. So if you cut down on the sugar and the carbs, there's only one energy source left, and that's the fat. So your body actually burns the fat. So every time you have anything, alcohol, sugar, ice cream, it actually stops your weight loss. And straight away, your weight loss is not going to move, and it's probably going to get worse.